I don't like surgery. My body does not react well to general anesthesia.
Okay.
And so when I go to have a surgery, it's a very big deal.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has
No,
changed.
it's not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face.
As time races on, many celebrities turn to plastic surgery in hopes of preserving their youth. From Botox to facelifts, these procedures promise to enhance beauty. But life in plastic isn't really fantastic. Celebrities like Erin Moriarty found this out the hard way. In today's video, we'll explore the shocking transformations of celebrities after plastic surgery.
Her name is Erin Moriarty, and she's 29 years old, and she's a beautiful actress, but she's decided to completely change her face.
Erin Moriarty. The media's attention on women and their bodies can be really harsh, and Erin Moriarty is no exception. While male celebrities are battered for their looks, the pressure on women is just on another level. Erin Moriarty was loved in her character, Starlight from The Boys, but this year she got attention for all the wrong reasons. Certain fans on Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube believe Erin has made decisions about her body that go against her character's efforts to resist these kinds of pressures. Things escalated when before and after photos of the actress circulated online. She was so cute before. She looks 20-30 years older now and looks she has been on meth for years. I genuinely don't understand the reason behind this. She looked great before when she still had a bit of fat and didn't have a chin that could slice diamond. I feel so bad for her because it's most likely insecurity that lead to this. Women need to stop plastic surgery until we figure out what's wrong. Why would you ruin your face like this? This is Erin Moriarty from The Boys. She was already very pretty. The 28-year-old, once loved for her rounder cheeks, now has sharper cheekbones and fuller lips out of nowhere in the latest season of The Boys. While many accept her new look, Erin hasn't confirmed or denied rumors of going under the knife. Before season 4 of the show rolled around, Erin seemed younger, but nowadays she looks more like a member of the Kardashian family. There are also rumors about eye surgeries. Some fans are talking about her removing excess skin and fat from the eyelids because her upper eyelids now seem hollow. About her nose, it seems she may have undergone a rhinoplasty to make it more defined and narrow. The previous hump on Erin's nose bridge appears to have vanished, making her nose seem slimmer and more sculpted in recent photos. There was also a slight asymmetry between her nostrils before, but it's all too perfect now. As it seems, Erin may have had her jawline altered to create a more pointed appearance instead of a square one. There are also some rumors about possible breast enhancement, after her new Instagram photos where she's flaunting her curves. When it comes to non-invasive treatments, Erin is also rumored to have had fillers and Botox, since fillers can boost volume in areas like the cheeks or lips, while Botox works to smooth out deeper wrinkles by relaxing the underlying muscles. With her new appearance, many would probably answer yes, but Erin's previous natural appearance is gone for good. Except for the nose job, it's possible that the majority of her changes are because of weight loss and the natural aging process. These things can give the impression of even more dramatic changes with makeup and certain lighting conditions. But can lightning change you this drastically? So far, Erin Moriarty hasn't confirmed any plastic surgery rumors, but she's definitely not the cute actor she once was.
Look at girls on Instagram and think like, oh, they got their lipo done and it was so easy. And it's just such a long, hard process.
Cardi B. From butt injections to liposuction, Cardi B talks about the surgeries she's had openly to make herself more relatable to her fans, and conforming to beauty standards, of course. Since Cardi B has always been transparent about her past, one might wonder, is having a positive body image something that all famous people think about? Or is this just a byproduct of fame? Unlike many celebrities who keep their cosmetic procedures a secret, Cardi B shares hers without hesitation, but she wasn't always like this. The first thing she ever got done was breast augmentation as a prerequisite of her past career as a stripper. Dominicans are often blessed with amazing genetics, so the constant pressure to look perfect got to her and led her to choose surgery. And as she shifted her career from stripping to rapping, fame only asked more of her. Early in her career, she had illegal butt injections done in a basement worth $800 without proper medical care. Despite the serious risks, she decided to go through with it to improve her looks and boost her confidence. As her career grew, Cardi B continued to change her appearance, getting breast augmentation and liposuction after having her daughter. She has talked openly about the pressure to maintain a certain image, especially in an industry where looks often matter a lot. Cardi B makes it clear that plastic surgery is a personal choice in interviews, and actually encourages people to go through with it if that's what makes them happy. However, she also warns against rushing into these procedures without doing enough research or thinking about the risks involved.
And I got so much surgery to change my whole face, which is false. I've only gotten fillers.
Kylie Jenner. Let's address the age-old question. Is Kylie Jenner plastic? Well, yes and no. Kylie got her first lip fillers when she was just 17, and over the years she's just kept stacking one procedure over the other. Her nose looks slimmer, her butt is rounder, and her bust has grown noticeably larger. She's no longer the Kylie we were used to seeing in Keeping Up with the Kardashians. One of the biggest changes has been her lips. For a long time, Kylie has denied having any work done. Instead, she set up Kylie Cosmetics and claimed that's the secret to her perfect pout. But after many questions, she finally came clean during an episode of Life of Kylie. She was 15 and insecure about her really small lips. She took the decision after one of her first kisses after a guy called her a bad kisser because of her small lips. She would overline her lips with lip liner to make them look bigger at first, but at one point, that just wasn't cutting it, so she eventually decided to get her lips done. But she didn't stop there. As the years went by, Kylie's body became more curvy. Despite facing a lot of criticism online, she insisted that her changing body was just part of growing up. She used to be really skinny at 120 pounds, and now her new bust has her pushing 136. But it's all right. She likes the chunkiness, and so do her fans. It's clear that she's way more busty than she ever was, while her waist has become smaller. Kylie has admitted to using waist trainers just like her sisters Kim, Khloe, and Courtney, but that doesn't mean they are natural. Kylie's current butt shape and size aren't natural by any means. To achieve an hourglass figure like hers in such a short time, Kylie would have needed to work out a lot and eat a high-calorie diet, but we all know she didn't do any of that. Many experts believe she may have undergone fat transfer to enhance her curves. After all the backlash, Kylie decided to remove her lip fillers in 2018, but this didn't last very long. She changed her mind and wanted her fuller lips back and went back to her doctor to have her lips touched up. Now, her lips have more volume than ever. When it comes to her nose, Kylie's appearance has changed a lot since she was younger. Older pictures show a thicker nose, while today it looks much slimmer. Kylie Jenner may have also gotten lower eyelid fillers, which can reduce hollows and bags under the eyes. This procedure is meant to give tired eyes a fresh look and balance the areas under the eyes and cheeks to improve her facial appearance. This is clear as day in her before and after photos. But, of course, Kylie denies having any major surgeries.
You had to recently dispel rumors that you had undergone plastic surgery. You actually experienced your jaw being shattered, in 2013?
Zac Efron. If you've tuned into A Family Affair and found yourself questioning Zac Efron's appearance, you're not alone. He's been famous for nearly 2 decades, so it's easy to get thrown off by this new Giga Chad Zac. His face has changed a lot. He's not the same handsome guy from High School Musical, 17 Again, or The Greatest Showman. Over the last few years, there have been rumors about Zac possibly getting plastic surgery, but he didn't get plastic surgery because he was called a bad kisser. His situation is a bit different. Back in November 2013, Zac had a serious accident while running around his house in socks. He lost consciousness, and when he came to, he discovered his chin bone was hanging off his face, so recovery wasn't a walk in the park, and the surgery wasn't a choice. Zac Efron and his character from A Family Affair also have an interesting thing in common. They both underwent jaw surgery to change their appearance. Zac even makes fun of the rumors in a scene from the movie about his plastic surgery. During a moment with his love interest, Zac's character talks about the rumors surrounding his looks. He points out that while many believed he had surgery on his legs, the only work he's had done was on his face because of an accident that resulted in a broken jaw, which needed surgery. After that, he had to attend physical therapy sessions. This helped make his jawline look more defined and muscular. Fans first started commenting on Zach's changed appearance back in April 2021, after he appeared in a Facebook Watch video with Bill Nye. And when he dropped a trailer for his new rom-com on Instagram, the comments about his looks came flooding back. The biggest reason why Zach looks so different is because it was filmed right after his jaw surgery, between August and October 2022. In his interview with Men's Health, he explained how he had to pause his physical therapy while filming his Netflix series, Down to Earth with Zac Efron. And certain muscles in his face grew larger to compensate for the others that were still healing from the injury. The masseters just grew and got really, really big.
How much plastic surgery have you had? Very, very little. You can count them on 2 fingers.
Michael Jackson. The king of pop hasn't had the easiest climb to fame because Michael had always suffered from self-image and identity issues, which pushed him to go under the knife. But his physical transformation over the years became a big part of his public image and unnecessary media attention. From his early days with the Jackson 5, where he showed off his incredible talent, to his rise as a solo artist, he became a huge star with hits like Billie Jean, Thriller, and Beat It. However, his appearance went through drastic changes. As expected, he faced accusations of undergoing numerous plastic surgeries, including rhinoplasty. But he also had some issues with vitiligo that caused loss of pigmentation in his skin. He made major adjustments to his skin tone and facial structure because of this condition and his desire to meet social standards of beauty, which only distorted the public's opinion of him. One of Michael Jackson's most iconic features is his face. Before and after photos reveal that he underwent multiple plastic surgeries to enhance his facial symmetry and youthfulness, including a nose job, eye lifts, and cheek implants. By the mid-1990s, Michael Jackson became famous as a man of many faces, wearing disguises in public to evade paparazzi. In order to make his nose appear more angular and to narrow his nostrils, he underwent 2 simultaneous nose surgeries in 1993. However, the $250,000 hair transplant after his accident during a Pepsi commercial was his most controversial procedure. But why? Plastic surgery usually involves changing a person's natural appearance, and there can be a lot of reasons for it. In Michael's case, it came from wanting to look young, a need for recognition, and a craving for attention, which often accompanied his fame. In an interview with the Daily Mirror, Jackson admitted to having several surgeries and said he was open to more work on his nose if necessary, and who would stop him. Michael had a procedure in his 20s accompanied by a chin implant. Because of health issues that caused him to lose weight, his face changed significantly. And, as expected, he was criticized because of his plastic surgeries, with reports suggesting he may have used Botox to smooth wrinkles around his eyes, similar to treatments used by actors like Brad Pitt. But despite all those surgeries, he's remembered for his talent, not his appearance.
I don't like surgery. My body does not react well to general anesthesia.
Okay.
And so when I go to have a surgery, it's a very big deal.
Megan Fox. Megan Fox opened up about plastic surgery during a recent interview on the Call Her Daddy podcast with Alex Cooper. In the episode, the 37-year-old actress talked about the stigma around cosmetic procedures and went through everything she got done over the years. Fox, who has previously admitted she's never, ever loved her body, spoke about her personal experiences with surgery. She talked about the procedures she's had and her future plans, even mentioning how certain influences and characters, like the Harry Potter villain Voldemort, shaped her beauty standards. She started with breast augmentation, sharing that she had the procedure done when she was 21 or 22, between filming the first 2 Transformers movies. This is because she didn't want to wake up with a full B cup. After having kids, she had to get a revision because the first implants didn't blend well with her body and caused rippling. You could see the implant ripples, so she had to replace them with her current set. When talking about her aesthetic goals, she had a clear vision for her doctors and told them she didn't care about what's trendy. She wanted 1990s stripper breast augmentation, and they nailed it. Fox also admitted to getting a nose job in her early 20s. She cleared up rumors about having multiple surgeries on her nose, saying people accused her of having 6, 7, even 8 nose jobs, which isn't possible. A nose would literally fall off. She's only had one when she was about 23 and hasn't touched it ever since. The rumors about her nose usually come from her makeup routine, since she contours her nose until it's just nostrils, like Voldemort with 2 holes here. Aside from her nose and breasts, Fox has mentioned she had another surgery, but she prefers to keep it private and has said that it was really good and not a common plastic surgery. She's also used Botox, fillers, and various skin treatments. She's essentially done everything you could possibly do, and she'll probably keep doing it because she doesn't think her surgeries are excessive. Fox is open to more work in the future, though she's never had a facelift. She's thinking about one in the future, but won't do thread lifts because they may interfere with a facelift later. She's also not very keen on ever having fat removed. She'll only ever add fat, but never take it out. Her ultimate goal is a BBL, mainly because she doesn't want people to wonder if she's been hitting the gym. She wants it to be obvious, so it's going to be huge.
People have been saying I have bum implants forever. I do not have bum implants. I obviously have no problem talking about cosmetic enhancements, but I don't have butt implants.
Iggy Azalea. Back in 2015, Iggy Azalea admitted to having nose and breast surgeries. Now, 2 plastic surgeons are sharing their thoughts on why her appearance has been the talk of her comment section. Dr. Daniel Barrett, a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills, said she's been open about her breast augmentation, but it seems like she's had a lot more done. Recent pictures show fuller lips, higher eyebrows, and a more defined face. Her jawline looks slimmer, and her nose looks smaller. This could be injectables like Botox or Dysport that can slim the jaw by targeting the masseter muscles. While injections can lift eyebrows, Iggy's very lifted brows are likely because of a brow lift surgery. Unlike fillers, brow lift surgery is more invasive and usually involves making cuts. As for Iggy's fuller lips, they're probably enhanced with hyaluronic acid filler. This type of filler is different from Botox and is popular with younger people. Now, her nose is far from natural too. She likely had surgery to round out the tip and slim down the bridge because her face now has more curves. She might have had lower cheek or jaw filler and some lip filler, which gives her a more rounded look. Advanced body contouring technology might explain her curvier body, as top surgeons use this technology for internal skin tightening with plasma. These treatments are quick, lasting up to 2 hours, and done under local numbing. Iggy's recent look could also be because of some good old hard work and a possible new health and wellness routine that's helping her stay fit. Or it could be some minimally invasive procedures, like helium plasma skin tightening, which can cost between $6,500 and $10,000. But whether or not Iggy has had more procedures, we can all agree that it's her choice, and she'll always look fancy to her fans.
Again, it's up to me. I'd rather die having plastic surgery than die having, knee surgery.
Joan Rivers. When a celebrity like Joan Rivers passes away, it's a reminder of how much celebrities can become a part of our lives. They make us laugh, cry, and think. But Joan will always be remembered for 2 things: being funny and the sheer amount of plastic surgeries she had done on her. But unlike a Kardashian, Joan never hid her plastic surgeries. Instead, she made them the center of her jokes. She used to say, "I've had so much plastic surgery. When I die, they will donate my body to Tupperware." She began having cosmetic procedures done when she turned 32, receiving an eye lift right before she began to gain fame on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Following this, Joan had a lot more done: 2 facelifts, a nose job, and so much Botox that sometimes her doctor had to tell her to stop. But Joan didn't need surgery. She just wanted to feel good. After all, no one wants to look ugly. Her daughter, Melissa Rivers, would joke that her mother had a punch card for the surgeries, saying she gets the 10th one free, like coffee. Even though they laughed about it, Joan's obsession with plastic surgery came from her own insecurities. Joan had a motto she lived by: better a new face coming out of an old car than an old face coming out of a new car. Spend your money on you. She held on to this even when Melissa gave her an intervention, worried about her mom's constant surgeries. But Joan wasn't about to stop. Over the next 50 years, she had several more facelifts, possibly between 2 and 10, as well as breast augmentation, liposuction, and small tweaks to her lips and chin. She often joked about it, saying she wanted to make sure she was holding up well. There were a lot of rumors about how many surgeries Joan had. Some said she had 734, but Joan was quick to joke about it and claimed it was 739. After her passing, her daughter Melissa clarified the real number was closer to 365. Joan Rivers left behind more than just a comedy legacy. She talked about beauty standards and the lengths people go to meet them, some of whom we've already talked about earlier in the video. Joan Rivers' life was ultimately taken by something other than cosmetic surgery. She passed away at 81 due to complications from a routine throat procedure. But with all the work she had done, it's like a part of Joan still lives on, and she probably would have found that funny. Joan became known as Hollywood's Queen of Plastic Surgery, and she embraced that proudly. She never changed her mind, even though some people might have thought she went too far. If someone would have asked her to stop, she'd say, "If plastic surgery makes you feel good, go for it." She believed that looking good was important in a world that cares about appearances, not just in relationships, but in all areas of life.
Oh, that looks good, you think, and you don't realize what it looks like to the outside person, and just doing too many fillers.
Courteney Cox. There's a very good reason why Courteney Cox doesn't use fillers anymore. As one of the few women in Hollywood to talk about cosmetic procedures openly, as you see here, she had gotten so much stuff done on her face that she became unrecognizable. She gained international fame for her portrayal of Monica Geller on Friends, earning 7 Screen Actors Guild Awards in the process. However, that was just the start of her career. But despite all her success, she felt insecure like most of Hollywood. With new stars emerging daily in Hollywood, young actors and actresses were being pumped out on the daily, leaving people who were in the game for much longer to compete for limited roles. In an industry where perfection is everything, Courteney's insecurities got the best of her. She underwent multiple procedures, including fillers, Botox, a facelift, and various injections around her cheeks, lips, and eyes. Decisions that nearly led to her downfall. If we compare photos of Cox from her days on Friends in the 90s to now, it's obvious that she isn't as natural as she used to be. She used to be a big fan of fillers in the past, but ever since 2017, she's had all her fillers dissolved, and for good reason. She had to learn to embrace movement and realize that fillers weren't her friend. She feels much better now because she looks like herself again. Her journey with cosmetic surgery had become a slippery slope as she took advice from the wrong people. Doctors would recommend small procedures that seemed harmless at the time, but her face gradually became layered with treatments. It's gradual until you realize, wait, this doesn't look right. While the changes were worse in pictures than in real life, seeing photos of herself made her realize how far she had gone. Courteney has now embraced aging more naturally. She acknowledged that trying to stop the aging process by preventing sagging made her look artificial. You need movement in your face, especially if you have thin skin like her. She's finally realized that what you see when you smile aren't wrinkles, they're smile lines. But even though she no longer uses fillers, Courteney is still a fan of in-salon skin treatments. She supports laser treatments like Clear Plus Brilliant and microneedling, and believes it is a good idea to use microcurrent technology to strengthen facial muscles. It was obvious that Courteney had filler injected into her cheeks, lips, and around her eyes. Or maybe even a mini facelift for more natural results compared to the more dramatic facelifts of the past. Gladly, she's way past that now, and she looks better than ever.
When Johnny started to ask somebody to bleach my hair little by little, It took like a month. I was totally bleach blonde. And my mother, she was very upset with me.
Donatella Versace. You can't have a video about plastic surgery without mentioning Donatella Versace. Being the sister of the icon that was Versace, she used to be his original muse. This woman was beautiful, and she made sure to flaunt it too. But after Versace tragically passed away, things got a little difficult in her personal life. With that, she started resorting to plastic surgery to make herself feel better. She was an addict, and with drugs, she became addicted to plastic surgery. It slowly got worse and worse. She's gotten a lot of it fixed now, but she's nothing close to the natural beauty she was in the late 80s and early 90s.
How many implants do you have total?
I think I have 25 implants now. Anterior,
yes,
posterior,
okay,
lateral delt.
Ken Doll, Justin Jeda. Justin Jeda got famous because of his views on plastic surgeries. His ideal male image is that of the Ken doll, and he's determined to turn into its spitting image. He's gotten hundreds of surgeries. From his face to his biceps and abs, everything is plastic. And from the looks of it, this man doesn't want to stop anytime soon. Maybe there should be a limit to how much plastic surgery you're allowed to do. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching today's video. We'll see you in the next one.